Hey guys, today I'm going to do a tutorial on water damage to your GoPro Hero 3 Plus. Not sure about the other ones, but this theory worked with mine. And I'd like to share it because I desperately thought that I was doomed. You're not covered if you get it wet. So, long story short, this guy right here, this is where you begin. And before we get started with that, $1.98 CVS eyeglass screwdriver, 91% rubbing alcohol. Okay, and that's the little screwdriver that I needed. You may have one in your drawer at home, that's fine, but I didn't, and I was on vacation. And day one, submerged my GoPro without the waterproof seal, because I'm half retarded. The case is still kind of wet. And this happened in a saltwater fish tank out of an aquarium. So, rubbing alcohol breaks down the corrosion caused from the salt water, and also helps clean, you know, and get all the salt water out of the motherboard. So, we'll go to the camera. This is the actual face of it. It pops off with these little clips. Okay. And then there is like some double-sided tape in there, which you might think you're going to break something, but if you actually look at the camera, there's nothing to really break. Um, and it's kind of still damp. Well, that's probably a fingerprint actually. And then there's the 4 screws, just 4 screws. Be careful. This thing kind of moves around free after you get it apart. You can kind of lift it up. So you want to be careful with that. You can kind of flop it around. It's not too bad. I actually submerged the camera in the rubbing alcohol holding this, but you don't want to bend that or you're going to be in trouble. So where the USB ports are, you kind of want to pry that back. I pried it back with my fingernail in order to get the actual camera out of the housing. Once you get it out, I filled rubbing alcohol up in a cup and submerged the corrosive saltwater damage that were in the ports. Also, you want to focus on that because that one was pretty bad. So once I got it out, I immediately emptied the cup and I got fresh water, and then I submerged my entire camera in fresh water, shook it around in there, let it sit in there. And then also, I forgot to tell you, I got dental toothbrushes because I don't have anything that's small. They're like a little pick with a brush at the end of it. They're real tiny. It was about $3. I think total I spent about $10 at CVS. To fix a $400 camera that I did not want to replace. Anyways, so after I submerged it, I noticed there was some moisture inside the lens. It's gone now. You can't really see. Sorry, I'm using my phone. Anyways, so after I cleaned all the corrosion, and you can see it in there. So once you know that you can see bare metal, that's when I dunked it in fresh water. And then from a safe distance, about 4 to 5 minutes with a blow dryer. I was probably about 1.5 feet away with the blow dryer. I didn't get the camera entirely too hot. And then I just set it on the counter and took off for about an hour and a half and ate dinner. And came back, popped the battery and memory card in, and she's back working. So, anyways, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave any comments. I'm a happy guy right now, and I'll do some testing on it here in a little bit, and if it works for sure, and pictures are clear, I'll definitely post this on YouTube.